Morning, everybody. Morning, Drone Psyche. Charlie, how you doing? The View Chaser, good morning. Crystal Justice, good morning, girl. How are you today? Hope you all is having a great Friday. I am obviously off. I worked too many hours last week, so they told me I had to take off today. But that's okay because that's a 4-day weekend, and I like those. Anyway, there's going to be a few people joining me here shortly. Hot Rod, how's it going? Hot Rod in Daytona. Go Army. Oh, dude. You had to run it, didn't you? Just kidding, brother. Just kidding. So, anyway, it's a rainy day here in Virginia, or you might have seen a sunrise. I am doing good too, Crystal. So, but anyway, like I said, I'm off today. Thought I'd do a short live stream. I was on Tim Jackson's live stream. Tim Jackson and Mickey Steve, they do a live stream. It's called Tim and Steve's Rowdy Bunch, and they are rowdy. Yep. Yep. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Hot Rod. Still praying for you, brother. Hopefully it'll get better for you. But yes, sir. It's even though it's rainy, it's a good day. I've finally got some rest, got rested up. So I thought I'd do this short live stream. Probably go for an hour, hour and a half, maybe. But anyway, let me take that banner off because the show's already started. I want you to say hello to Tai Tai. Tai Tai, look at the camera. Look, Tai Tai. Don't be shy. That's my cat. Well, that's good, Rod. That's good. Hang in there, brother. Hang in there. So, join worship. Hey, how's it going, Dan? Dan the man. All right. Yeah, that's true. Dan, feel free to join us. There's the link to the chat's going to be in there for about 30 seconds. So if anybody wants to join, please do so. Since this is such an impromptu live stream, I don't expect too many people to be joining, but so I'll put that out there every now and then. So it's going to be coming down in about 10 seconds or so. So catch it while you can and join us if you'd like. Charlie, the View Chaser, good morning. How are you doing? Oh, some good news, Rodney? Oh, cool. I hope you're having some good news. Work. Yeah. Well, I like I said, I'm fortunate. I didn't have to work today, so I went on travel at the beginning of the week, starting on Monday. Didn't get back till Wednesday night, so that caused me to go over hours. So I had to take today off. And well, that is good news, Rod. You've lost 50 pounds. Great. That's very good news. Unless you lost it too fast, and then maybe not so good. But oh, okay, cool. Oh, wow, you've been walking 12 miles a day. Whew. And I'm lucky if I can walk 3 miles a day. In fact, I haven't walked in quite a while, and I need to get back into doing that. So anyway, but Anyhow, well, good. Oh, that's good, Jim. Jim, Rod, that's good, Rod. Uh-oh. Dan looks like he might be a little angry. I don't know if I want to let him on here now or not.
Angry? I'm never angry. I lose weight, so I always look like I'm mad at something.
Well, you have lost a lot of weight, brother.
Word.
So how's that new bike going?
That was good, man. I just finished it yesterday, so it's I gave it the one ride just to make sure it was highway capable, and then after that I wanted to go through everything and make sure it was all good. So I just started replacing seals, and then I was like, you know what, may as well put a carburetor on it while I'm at it. Then I decided to replace the rubber boot, and I was like, you know what, it's probably needs this gasket. So I just went through the whole bike and just replaced everything.
Well, good. I saw that first video when you just got it,
Yeah,
and stuff, and you took it out on the highway. That's pretty interesting. And then work kind of kept me busy. So
tends to happen.
yeah.
Yeah, I get it. No, it's yeah, it was having a little bit of sputtering and popping, and that carburetor's 19 years old, man. Even though it's only got 6,000 miles, it doesn't change the fact of how old some of the parts are on it. So I just figured it would be smarter to go down to Harley and spend $500 on a new carburetor. So I did. I don't regret that decision.
Well, that's good.
So I'm still only in for $1,000 on the bike. For 6,000 miles, I'd say it was a pretty good deal.
That's not bad. And how much would one of those cost brand new?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Bike could probably sell as it sits right now for 25, maybe more. So
Really?
yeah. It's a Buell Blast. Buell's not around anymore. Eric Buell was the company designer for Buell bikes, and Eric was bought out by Harley, which then made Buell a company of Harley Davidson, and then Buell designed bikes for Harley for about 9 years, and then Harley tanked Buell's company and shoved him into the dirt and basically buried him, and then he became EBR. And that was a really interesting story behind Eric Buell's bikes. They're good bikes. They just, unfortunately, Harley doesn't cater to them anymore. They keep very specific parts on hand for Buell. They wanted to get Eric out of the scene, is what it was. So they bought his company and then they tanked him. So
Okay.
it's kind of a rare bike, more or less along the lines is how I look at it. Has a cool story. I like things with cool stories.
Yeah, so it's not a very tall. It's not a tall bike.
So it was at one point. It was a full-size cruiser. It's been shaved, sheared, dropped, lowered, and basically the forks have been taken down. The chassis, the frame itself wasn't shortened. The forks and smaller tires were put on it. Somebody turned it into a cafe racer.
Oh, okay.
Cafe racers are between 450cc and 600cc sport bikes. This is in the middle. It's a 500cc thumper. It's a single cylinder 500. Right. So it's dead center in the middle where it should be for a good cafe racer. So somebody did a really good job. They just never finished the electronics or the wiring. I ended up having to do all that myself.
Gotcha.
Worth it.
Cool. Well, hey, you sound like you got a heck of a deal. Hey, Steve, SJM Drones, Mel, good morning. Baduga, Luis, good morning. The Simple Joys, good morning. Hope you all doing well.
I was gonna ride today, but Hurricane Elsa's on her way, and she's not bringing a frozen storm with her. So,
it's the first I've heard about a hurricane.
Yeah, it's our first hurricane of the season. Of course, it's on a direct path for Florida from the Caribbean.
Oh well, of course, Florida gets the brunt of the storms.
We get all the cool storms. A bunch of sissies up north. You don't know nothing about
that. Yeah, actually, I do know a little bit about storms because I've been at sea in some of those.
Well, that's true. That is true.
And let me tell you, on a small tin can, it's no joyride.
That's why I only want to go out on the water for like an hour and then come back. Like, I'm so scared of the water. I love it, but I'm scared of it. Things that I am scared of, I like to push myself to do. You know, I had a boat accident when I was a kid, Rodney, and it was really nasty. So I avoid the water on boats as much as I can. I like to go out on boats. I'm so scared of what the water has to offer. Like, there's really no out. There's no safety zone in water, you know, especially in Florida. It's like, oh, all right, you got a life jacket. Now you float until somebody finds you or a shark eats you. Those are your options. Good luck. You know, it's like there's really no out. There's no safety margin. It's like walking into a bear's cave knowing there's a bear in there. You know?
Yeah. You got to respect the ocean. It can take you out in a heartbeat.
Right.
And so, but it's never scared me. What is that?
That's my phone. People on Discord keep messaging.
Okay.
I can't shut off the notifications for Discord, so they just keep coming in and pummeling me.
Oh, okay. Well, I just wasn't sure.
Sorry.
That's all right. It's not bothersome. It's just every now and then there's a burnt.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so yeah, we were coming back. We were coming back from Guantanamo Bay, and we had gone down there for a battle problem on the tin can I was on. We were getting ready to deploy, and we had to go through this battle problem. And coming back, we hit a storm, and it wasn't a hurricane, but it was close. I mean, it was definitely a tropical storm, and the waves were quite high, and the ship took a roll, and I felt myself. I was asleep, but I felt myself sliding out of my rack. So I woke up and grabbed my rack, but the guy that in the rack underneath me, he came completely out of his rack, slid across the berthing compartment, slammed into the other guy's rack, woke him up. It was crazy, and we had to have taken a 45-degree roll that time.
Oh man, what did we do? All right, so we were up in Canada at my uncle's cabin, and he had this. Let me shut that off. He had this. I don't know if it's probably a 25-foot fiberglass flat bottom boat with a brand new Honda outboard on the back. I think it was a 50 horsepower Honda. Anyways, we had 8 people, all our luggage, and a quad on this stupid boat. So it was like this far off the water, right? So it's snowing. There's ice chunks floating in the water. Nobody has a life jacket. We're just trolling along to get out to this cabin. It's about an hour drive on the water just to get. There's no trails to get out to the cabin, so it's boat or not. So we get on this boat. We spend our whole weekend out there. Everything goes smooth. Then on the way back, we had a serious issue. So we're about 200, maybe 300 yards offshore, and my uncle, all summer, when he would beach his boat on the shore, the sand had kind of rubbed a soft patch into the fiberglass on the bottom. So what he did is he patched it. Well, he didn't tell anybody he patched it. So Steve Bagden stood up to walk, and unfortunately the cold water made the fiberglass patch really brittle, and his foot went right through the patch. And unfortunately, when that happened, it caused a vortex or a suction, a vacuum suction, basically. Because the boat was traveling forward, the water ended up rushing in, which ended up sucking the whole bow of the boat straight under the water almost instantly. It was like a vacuum just sucked the water down.
Yeah.
Or the bow of the boat right into the water. And next thing I know, I had to pee. I was sitting there thinking about peeing. I'm like, man, I wish I could pee. The next thing I know, I thought I peed myself because everything around me felt water. And I was like, what the hell? And I looked down and I was sitting in water. And that's when I knew things were going downhill from there. So anyways, boat flips over. Water's extremely cold. Everybody has snow gear on. Nobody has. It was just a ridiculously bad situation for 8 people to be in, and it should have never happened. And so
Yeah.
I'm very skittish of the water, which is why I push myself to go out on the water. That's why I try to.
One of the things they teach you or try to drill into your heads in the Navy during basic training, that if you're ever on a ship that's sinking, get as far away from the ship as you can, because when it actually starts going underwater, it's going to drag you down with it.
So this fiberglass boat has the what do they call that? It's got like foam inserts to keep it from sinking. And the problem was how cold the water was. You couldn't spend much time in the water. Your blood would freeze. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you had to make a decision. Is the air warmer than the water that you're in now? Or is the water going to be what saves your life versus being out in the open air?
Right.
So there was so much going on that was just negative for the whole thing. Luckily, we were dragging 2 kayaks. My dad managed to get me in one of the kayaks. The other one ended up getting cut off the boat and somehow floated away. I don't know what happened with that one. All I know is I made it to shore. We found a cabin. My dad got to shore. The rest of them were still out there on the boat trying to figure out how to get to shore. We busted into a cabin. It was an all-ladies cabin, summer cabin, so there was no heat in the damn thing. So the clothes that were there were all women's clothes. So we all had to put on women's clothing that made it to the cabin. Oh, God, it was so bad, dude. It was such a stupid, never should have happened. Bad planning. Now I plan everything meticulously. I'm really bad. I think I've just there's been certain circumstances that have put me in a mind frame where I have to think everything that I do through. So Dan has a very meticulous way of doing things now.
Yeah.
Probably bad. It probably is what gave me OCD. I'll say that.
So, well, nothing wrong with OCD. I mean, we all have some things that we have OCD on. I'm not sure what mine is. There's so many of them.
It's bad, dude. I see things and they all have to be put in a row, and otherwise it's out of place. Everything has a place. That's how somebody with OCD always sees things. Like something always has a place. Always. This shouldn't be here. This has a place. Where does this go? You start questioning your friends when you go to their house. Like, why is this random object just on your table? Where does this go? This has a place. You know?
Absolutely. Well, I know I'm pretty OCD about when I build a rack at work. I'm pretty meticulous about it. Things have to be just right, you know.
It's a beautiful word.
What?
Meticulous.
Meticulous.
I like words. It's just something about words.
Yeah. Let me say I want to say good morning to Buying Space. Myra, how are you doing? Russell Glaram's in the house. Fly Guy Mariel is in the house. AZ Drone Dude just joined us. So, good morning, guys.
I didn't make any coffee. I feel like I want coffee, but I'm too lazy.
You look like you need some coffee.
Well, I just woke up. It was like, oh, Rodney's live. Hey, Rodney. And then you sent me a link, so I was like, oh, I guess I could join that. Boop.
Yeah. I invited someone. I sent it to his wrong text, I guess. So, but anyway, you remember Mark Fisher?
Yeah.
The guy that went and got that drone.
Rescued the drone.
I'm inviting him onto the show this morning. So,
all right.
Speak of the devil, it's Satan himself. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's happening, man? How are you?
Good. And yourself? Doing? Sorry about that. I texted you on your M Drone 1.
Right, in the Instagram, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't have a shirt on.
You didn't have a shirt on.
I'm actually I'm doing laundry and I'm packing for a wedding that I have to go DJ tonight. Well, it's raining, so they're set. There it is, right there. You know, jigga. Yeah, and it's raining out here. It's been raining since yesterday. We had torrential downpours, and it's gonna rain until all the way through Sunday. So,
Oh my
rain,
goodness.
rain, rain, go away. We want to fly our drone today.
Nah, I want to ride and fly, bro. This weather's been like this for 3
Ride and
weeks now.
fly, ride and fly.
I'm getting tired of
That's a
this
good one.
weather, bro. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, man.
Well, it just started raining this morning, real early this morning. I woke up and it was raining.
I mean,
See, I don't. It's like the whole United States is raining right now.
yeah, we needed it. We needed some water. You know, we always need water, but you know, but 4 days.
Nah, see, I'm going on 3 weeks of this. This is relentless, dude. I can barely get out to get drone footage.
Well, it was so hot that at least this weather came in and cooled things off, you know.
Well,
I don't know if you got to see my little video. I was doing some crazy stuff. I end up cleaning my pond out and got in my pond and had my wife come over and record me with some Welch's sparkling non-alcohol whatever drink with my hat on, and it was just a funny, you know, I was trying to get a viral video, but it never happens.
Cause I'm waiting for the weather to clear, Mark, so I can go back to Melbourne and go visit, you know, Mitch and the dudes again. This time I'm gonna take the bike though, so I'm kind of waiting on it. This weather's just not working out for people that want to take rides or travel at all right now.
Yeah, right. So there's big momentum happening with this drone meet that I'm having in July 31st. It's looking like it's going to be a really good time, you know. I don't know if it's going to compare to the South Florida drone meetup, but whatever, it's all good, man. When guys get together and, you know, that love this technology and love drone flying, you know, whether it's FPV or camera drone or whatever, but it's gaining a lot of momentum. We're going to be giving away a Mavic Mini 2 Fly More combo, and the money we've already raised the money for that, and so we're over our goal, and so we're hoping that, and the money's still coming in for it, so people are still donating in, so maybe we'll buy another one. I don't know.
Cool. Yeah. Michael Blade told me about it and asked me if I'd be able to make it, and I don't think I'm going to be able to. Yeah,
it's tough. It came up quick, and you know we had to do something quick. The reason why was because Billy Kyle and Dono, Ken Dono, they were all coming to Newport and around this area, so we said, you know, they're going to be here that way. Also. Some other people from New York, and you know, there's a lot of people coming. Captain Ray is coming, so we decided, you know, just to do it on that day. I would have loved to push it up a little bit more to give people more time to, you know, make accommodations, you know, and for traveling reasons, you know. But
yeah,
it's tough. So
you're a good guy, Mark. I like you, but I think I'm gonna pass, man.
Ah, man. And I was gonna buy you an Inspired too if it came down to.
It wouldn't be worth it to me.
Dan, he didn't even offer that to me.
Oh no, you was getting a Matrice. You was getting a Matrice, Rodney. You know,
I was getting what?
I was gonna get you the Matrice. You kidding me?
Oh.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Mark. I've made personal decisions to stay away from certain individuals, man. So.
Oh man.
I will not be attending that, my friend. Sorry. It sounds like a fun meet, dude, but
yeah,
I'm gonna pass.
But you'll be there in spirit, man. We'll just, you know, we'll definitely lift you up, man.
Maybe I'll send Ed. He can wear the crown this time.
Yeah. I love that shot that I got of you, man. That was awesome, man. It was so great. Yeah, that was a great meet, man. You know, it took me to another place within the drone community. You know, I wasn't gonna attend, and then, you know, it was the day before that I said, let me go and represent, you know, and I'm so happy I did, man. Like the guys that I met, just amazing. You know, and I got to take a freaking dip in the water. Are you serious?
No, yeah, that was. I'll tell you what, the odds of you finding that thing, Mark, were like slim to zero, bro. Slim to zero.
It
I
certainly
don't.
was. So initially, I said, you know, this is Florida. I mean, I know what the waters are like. The waters are clear. I can see everything underwater because when I was in Florida about 3 or 4 years ago on a vacation with my wife, we were swimming in the water. I was seeing barracudas and whatever, like swim by me with my eyes open.
Yeah, but
So
not with that much wavery going on, dude.
that
That
was the
was like
thing. So when I got in and I went underneath and I said, I can't see nothing.
nothing.
The ground was kicking up, the
Yep.
sand was kicking up, and so I said, this is not gonna happen so well. I mean, I don't. So what can I do? All right, let me go under a couple of times and feel around. I feel the ground and feel a couple of rocks here and there. All the while my feet are kind of like sliced a little bit, so my fins wasn't working too well. So I had injured fins.
Oh man!
But
I didn't realize you were cutting yourself either until
zebra muscles.
Yeah,
over the rocks I was. So I'm not familiar with the terrain in Florida, like the rocks and stuff. Here in New England, you don't really get that. I mean, you could, there is, but the rocks are not the same type of rocks and the barnacles or whatever it is, growing on the rocks that are like razor sharp, and I didn't know that. So, but it was a good thing that it was not, once I got over those rocks, it was just all clear from there. It was just nice and, sandy and everything. So whatever, go under a couple of times, feel around, come back up, see where people are pointing at. Cause I was in the bathroom. I was across the street in the bathroom when I was walking over. Everything was going down. I was like, what happened? So, and I'm looking around and I see nobody. Like, is it over there? You mean it fell right over there? And it was like, yeah, right over there. I said, well, why isn't anybody going in the water? Somebody told me the water was cold. When I got in, I was like, this is lukewarm. This is bath water to us in New England.
Mark, I did the math in my head and I said, that's salt water. That thing's done. It's not even worth going in after.
Yeah.
If it even spent 10 seconds in that water, every electronic component inside that drone is toast.
Oh, yeah, it's done.
Done.
Absolutely.
Not even worth going. I mean, yeah, get it out if you can for the environment.
Yeah. Well, then again, I think he had, the insurance there,
oh yeah. Yeah. No, I talked to him afterwards. We offered, me and a bunch of guys got together and offered to give him an actual FPV drone, brand new, get him some gear and goggles so he can start off flying actual FPV, and he was all gung-ho, and then the dude just dipped off the map.
Huh.
Oh my goodness, man.
We don't know what happened with that.
Yeah.
So
hey, I want to say good morning to a couple of people. Johnny Drone Flyer, good morning. Captured Life Connection, good morning, Stevie.
I just had a call coming at it.
And I think Russell Glaram's in the house too.
hey, Russ.
Yeah, so I mean, anybody that's in the house there, and if you're close by, it's July 31st, Rhode Island Drone Meetup. It's going to be pretty awesome. I have some surprises that's going to happen. As far other than I'm not letting the cat out of the bag right away until it's set in stone, but yeah, some big things going to happen. Other than
right. Mark, is there going to be cocaine and strippers?
Well, I'll tell you what, man. They all canceled out, man. They're not. Yeah.
You're making it hard for me to want to go to this thing, man.
My wife's attending, so I had to cut that out of the deal. You know what I mean? So, listen, I didn't want to have to buy another tent from Walmart. Every time I return that tent, they're like, why are you returning it? And I say, she let me back in.
Oh god.
John, I am sorry, buddy. Mr. JRC's in the house.
Hey, JR.
Hey, John, just so you know, I'm going to be in Virginia Beach or Norfolk again next week on Wednesday and Thursday. So maybe we can hook up or something on Wednesday night if you're back from Florida then.
So what do you guys think about this new CEO, huh? Did anybody watch that interview?
What?
From Autel?
Oh, no.
Dono?
Hey, David Thompson. Good day, mate. Mika Steve. Good day.
Nah, man. I honestly, Mark, I kind of gave up on a lot of the GPS world, but didn't have what I was looking for.
Yeah.
So I don't really follow along with all that stuff anymore.
The FPV stuff, man, I can't, man. I mean, well, I'm in it for a whole different reason. I make commercials, so I don't. I mean, I have a lot of drones, but for different circumstances. But I have a lot of cameras, like all the Sony 7,
Sure,
cameras and gimbals and whatever, So it's a job for me, man. So
it's not that I hate GPS or anything. It's that it just doesn't. What I think I originally was always looking for was piloting.
yeah,
and I felt like I get that from FPV.
Totally.
And
that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always said it ever since. So I was one of the lead photographers at the New York City Drone Film Fest about 4 years ago. That's when they actually released the Evo 1. But there was a whole bunch of guys from other countries that came down that were FPV FPV pilots. And when I was checking them guys out, man, I was like, now that's piloting it. That's what's flying. That's flying a drone. Because when a drone could sit there and you don't even have to touch your remote control and it just sits there, I mean, there's nothing to it. The only thing about, having a camera drone is that you got to do your maintenance. You know what I mean? You gotta do your calibrations, and that's why people get flyaways, because they think they could just every day go out there or go to different locations and fly a drone wherever they want to go fly it, and think that they don't have to. You can't drive a car and not put oil in it.
Yeah.
So you have to do the calibrations. But when you get into FPV,
you can drive a car without oil in it.
Oh, sure you can.
It'll freeze up on you after a few minutes, but you can drive it a little ways. I know, I've done it.
And that, yeah, I have too, Rodney. I drove it to the no oil left, not even for the Tin Man.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think the biggest reason for flyaway is KP index. I think a lot of people forget to check their KP index before they fly.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's all the checkpoints. You got to just definitely check all your checkpoints, man.
There's constantly that geomagnetic interference around us, and it just tampers with satellites.
Absolutely.
And if you're relying strictly on one thing to operate your drone, then you should really be paying attention to what's happening with the geomagnetic interference. And that's where I find that a lot of people well, I flew my drone. Well, what was the KP index? What's that? It's like, oh, well, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
It could have been 5. You should have been flying at 3. Whoops.
And not only that, your batteries.
Yeah.
Where's your battery cells? You know what I mean? Are you checking those? People just popping their batteries in. They got so many charges on it. They're not checking the cell count and whatever else. So, and they wonder why it fell out of the sky.
Oh, why? See, I'm used to that now, Mark. I just send it. Sometimes I forget to watch my battery level, and the drone just falls out of the sky. And I'm like, oh well, let's go get another battery.
Yeah, but you guys, that's an FPV. You just brush it off, throw another part on,
Dude, I've had packs explode while flying because they were too hard.
Oh my goodness, man. Hey, did you see the part of the video that I made for the South Florida drone meetup? I'm trying to, I have my big 600 millimeter lens, and I'm trying to follow Ken Dono FPV around. Not easy, man.
Not with that big lens you had.
No, well, I got some shots, but that was because he kind of slowed down going around a tree and everything, But man, I tell you, man, when I ever seen FPV pilots fly up the side of a building, fly towards a building, and then just shoot up the building. Like I was like, what the heck is going on? I don't think I can ever do it. I mean, I just don't really have the time. I would love to, and I think at some point I will. I did go out and purchase the DJI FPV drone, but I bring it back, and I bought the Air 2S. I said, you know what, I need the Air 2S, a smaller drone for when I'm flying in maybe a house, like if I'm doing a real estate job, or I just shot a business warehouse. They recycle electronics, and so I was able to use it inside there, fly it through like a forklift and stuff like that. While they're pulling up, I flew it through and whatever. But the FPV, I'm not ready for it yet. And I've been flying for 7 years, but I'm not ready for it.
Rodney, does he sound weird to you?
Who, Mark?
Does he sound weird to you, Rodney?
How so?
Oh,
no,
interesting.
Really.
Interesting. That's my phone. Everybody just sounds really robotic and like backfeedy. It's interesting.
No, that's just because we are beamed down from another planet, and
He discovered the truth.
Yeah.
We must annihilate him.
Yeah.
This is the most unique sound ever. I'm gonna record some of this and send it to Rodney so he can hear what this sounds like.
Yep. So
This
I
is
had
funny.
on a shirt that I still got the tags on it. I had it hanging around.
We got the tags on the shirt.
Yeah, I still got the tags. I threw on a brand new shirt for you, Rodney. Wanted to look good when I was live with you, man.
Hey, Mel just reminded me some. Dan.
Yo.
Mark.
Yes, sir.
Today is Drone Bum's birthday.
Oh,
Paulie.
Paul is in the chats.
Paul, happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday, Paul.
Happy birthday, you bum.
You bum, you drum bum. Hey, he's coming down to the meet.
Is he?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
wait. Paulie's going to be there?
Yep, and Charlie Mafia is going to be there.
Yep. I might have to go get another crown. All right.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
Okay, I'm going to silence my mic. I want to listen to this. So hang on.
I sent it to you.
I know. I got it. Hang on.
Technology, huh? Did we have this technology years ago when Star Trek was around? I think we did. And those phones were like, flip phones, Captain Kirk and Spock were talking to each other from different planets.
Dude, I love Kirk and women with 3 jugs and yeah.
It's nuts.
What?
Yeah. You're insane, brother. You're insane.
No. Well, okay, so in Florida, we have that really famous girl with actual 3 jugs. Her name is Jasmine. She hangs out at the bar that I go to all the time. It's the weirdest thing ever to see a chick with 3 jugs. And she has a YouTube channel too. You can go to Jasmine Tri-Devil on YouTube and watch all her craziness that she does on there. But she's local to me. I've met her a number of times. She's a weird chick, but she definitely has 3 boobs.
Hey,
but is that like, did she make that happen?
I don't know. She continually says that she was naturally born with it, so I don't know.
That's a little.
She's very local. She lives here. She's a very strange girl.
She alienated.
All right, I'm gonna play this. And you're right, Dan. It does sound weird.
Do we have audio?
Yeah, I can't hear it.
Oh, you can't. You guys can't. I can barely hear it. Let me hang on a minute. Yeah, I got my volume all the way up too.
Interesting.
But I can hear it enough to tell it's different.
Yeah. Hey, Mark was talking, and all of a sudden it was just like it started getting like, and then it just transitioned into this robot, and then after like a minute and a half, it went back to normal. It was the weirdest thing ever.
We were beamed up, man. I think it's because maybe I I was with Parliament George Clinton band from 95 to 2000. So maybe we just got beamed up since I got in.
Hey, bro, it's that KP index messing with us.
Now, what part of Florida you in, Dan?
I'm in Temple Terrace, so I'm 133 miles from Melbourne.
Okay. And
Trolling
Tampa.
63. Welcome
Tampa?
to the chat.
that's Tampa. Okay. Tampa's beautiful, man.
What part of Florida are you in?
I'm not in Florida. I'm in Rhode Island.
Oh, where's this drone meet happening at?
Rhode Island.
Where?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, New York?
Providence, Rhode Island.
The state of Rhode Island.
Oh,
See, nobody knows us, man. We're the biggest little state in the union. We're like little Rhodey, you know. We're a small little state, man. The smallest state actually in country. So, but it's really cool to fly here, man. It's a lot.
Well,
a lot to see.
if DC becomes our 51st state, you won't be the smallest anymore.
No, that's true. That's true. But yeah, my wife and I are really considering moving to Florida though. And
you'll hate it. Don't come here.
In the 90s, I used to own a store in Orlando on Sand Lake Road, right across from the Florida Mall. It was a clothing store. We had one in Providence, one in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, and then one out there. And we did well. You know, we did really well with it. But yeah, but I won't like it in Florida.
It's fun if you're visiting. Living here is very different.
Yeah.
I regret. I moved here 14 years ago, and I regret that day.
From where?
From Michigan. I came from a town with like 2,300 people, like the size of South Park, some little podunk, like redneckville town out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, that's Michigan.
And I moved to Florida, and I saw 2,300 people at a Publix store at one time. I was blown away by the amount of people down here. Everybody here is, I don't want to say they're negative. I want to say that they're all very self-absorbed. There's a lot of self-absorbed people here, and the atmosphere is very different from where I came from. Yeah. You can say hi to somebody here, and they will just walk past you without even acknowledging you.
Oh, so I won't know the difference.
Oh, well,
that's
kind of. Open a door for anyone and see if they say anything. It's wild, man. And because I have OCD, that drives me up the wall. Same thing with YouTubers. Drives me up the wall when certain things aren't done. So,
and that's good because it's down south. You know, hospitality is supposed to be, pretty,
Dude, when I open a door, you better say thank you.
Well, I thought when you went more up north, like that's, because we're up north, so, we get some attitudes up here, that like altitude.
It's hard to make friends here, man. I've had to keep my circle really small, unfortunately.
Well, it's a lot of transplants there too,
About 20 years ago, I opened the door for a lady, and she looked me straight in the eyes, and she goes, "Let go of that door. No man opens a door for me."
Oh,
I'm like, whoa.
Women's live.
And she goes, "And that's insulting." I said, "Sorry, I was brought up to open doors for ladies. I guess you're not a lady."
Yeah,
and I just
right.
let go of the door and let her go on her way.
Yeah,
oh man, I would have given her the traditional male speech. "Ma'am, I'm a traditional male. We still believe in chivalry. So suck it up, buttercup. I opened the door, now you walk through it."
I can't stand you, Dan.
I was so surprised, I mean, I can't imagine anybody being that. To me, that was rude, but
yeah, that's rude.
That's Floridians at its finest.
Yeah, but I don't think this was in Florida though. It may have been. It may have been Fort Lauderdale, maybe. So my ship had pulled into Fort Lauderdale, so that could have been it.
There's just a totally different atmosphere here that I don't understand. I've never been able to comprehend. I believe in being a pretty friendly, sociable character. I don't understand
Oh, I can see
how there
this.
could be that much negativity. Like people just like stress all the time. I don't know. They just walk through life all stressed out and they just don't accept other people. I don't know what it is, you know? It's like I was never brought up that way. You said hi to somebody, you say hi back, you know? Not because it's a natural response, because you actually care for their well-being, you know?
Well, you guys just all showed up. I put my glasses on.
So what were you talking to?
I don't even know. I didn't put my glasses on. I was able to read names. I was like, what's these guys I'm talking to?
I'm thinking about changing my name
Hey,
to the.
Dennis.
What do you think, Rodney? I'm thinking about changing my name to what I have it signed in as right now.
Tickle rhymes with pickle.
Pickle rhymes with pickle.
Hey, it's catchy.
It's catchy. Definitely catchy. But I put fried pickle.
I like Wow Factor. Wow Factor's fun.
Russell.
I keep
Yeah,
people
I'm
on
not
their
gonna read
toes, man. I'll tell you that.
notes and stuff now.
Oh, Russell. Oh, that was funny right there.
Oh my goodness. All right, listen, guys, I gotta sign out. I gotta go get ready. I gotta go cut my hair, whatever's left of it.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get a haircut. I keep it tight on the sides. I try to put some on the top where I'm losing it, but that doesn't always work.
Hey, listen, man. You just
Wait a
need
minute,
a great.
I gotta tell you a story when I was down in Florida at the Florida Drone meet, right? So before the meet, so I'm down there. I stayed there 11 days. We were on, a little vacation, my wife and I. And I had cut my hair before I left Rhode Island, right? So I've been cutting my hair since I was 11 years old. But when I got down there, I didn't bring my clippers with me, to cut my hair. So I had to go to a barber shop down there. So I go to the barber shop, and it was right around the corner. I was able to walk there. I go in, and the guy takes me. He's cutting my hair. Tell him how I want it, how I like it, At the end of the haircut, he tells me he could put more hair on the top of my head with an airbrush. I said, no. I don't want it to look fake, No, I won't do it. I'll do it light. It won't look bad at all. It'll look like it's real. I said, really? Because I'm balding up at the top, right? So I said, really? All right, let's try it. Don't overdo it. I don't want it to look fake. Man, I walked out of there. I thought I was Denzel Washington, man. I went home, went to my wife. I said, look at me. I'm young again. I want that guy's number.
Mark, if I was you, I would dye it all white, and I would just walk around and point at random objects like cars that are about to take off and pull away and just say, engage.
Now I know why. Now I know why you want to change your name.
Engage.
Dude, you know what? If I were you, I would go get checked.
Oh, I like being random, bro. Just keeping people on their
great.
toes.
I love you.
Hey, I want to say good morning to Timeless Truths and Dennis Lovelady. Both
Dennis
of them in the
Lovelady.
chat.
Dennis, I love your mornings, sunrise with the ukulele, man, and all those songs. Dennis, you're amazing, man.
Well, I'm glad you like one of our sunrises because you sure don't come on mine anymore.
I do. Oh well, these past Saturdays I've been like really tied up. I went and shot this $4 million house. I don't know if you've seen that video. It's freaking incredible. These people rent it out. It's $47,000 for 3 days.
47,000 for 3 days, huh?
To rent it.
Holy crap.
Yeah, this thing's it's just amazing, though. There's 6.5 bathrooms, and I don't know. It's just incredible, man. It's right on the water. They got their own beach, their own tennis court. Yeah, it's nuts. They got another house in Monte Carlo, and the owners right now, I can't even get paid from the job because they're in Croatia, and they won't be back until July 15th. I should have got paid before the job even happened, but anyways.
Yeah.
It's a good pay, so I'll wait.
So Drones 863, little Dickle can still prickle.
Justin. I like Justin.
Yeah, he's a character.
How's your weather
Justin's-
there, Rodney? I'm gonna come see you tomorrow morning on your sunrise.
It's rainy, but tomorrow's supposed to be clear.
All right, good. I'll see you in the morning there.
All right.
Okay, Rodney Bell, you have a blessed night, day. Mr. Tickle Rhymes with Pickle, Fried Pickle. Dan, it's good to see you again, brother, man.
You too, Mark.
Next time we go live, I want to see that crown on, brother.
Oh, I gave it to Ed. I passed it on.
Oh, man, you
Oh,
gotta get another
man.
one.
The king of controversy passed on the crown.
You know what? I think I got one downstairs. I'm gonna have to send it to you.
Hey, I'm in.
I'm gonna have to send it to you. Let me check to see if I still got it.
I know you took one because you pulled me aside. You're like, "That's great," and then you took a picture. I was like, "There you go." That's how I
No,
met
not a
Mark.
picture. I actually have a crown downstairs. That I'm
Oh, really?
Yeah. I have a crown. Yeah. Us kings, we I'll give up my crown
bro.
though. For you, I'll give up my crown.
Oh, Kings.
Got to. Got to drink from a chalice and everything, man. You got to make it official.
Oh man, that too was. I can't, man. I can't with you. Hey, listen, guys, have a great day, man. Be blessed.
You
got
have
it,
a good one too, Mark. Take care, brother.
Thanks a lot for letting me in the chat. Peace.
No worry. Well, Dan, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and call this one.
Oh, everybody just started coming in, man.
Well, I ain't got much to do. I'll hang out a little bit longer.
There you go. I'm just waiting on the weather to break so I can go try to ride and fly.
Mark, Dan, and Ed, we three kings.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm trying to do stuff where I get too busy. I got like 14 battery mods coming, so Dan's going to have quite a busy 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
It is what it is, man. Between selling scooters and doing the battery mod stuff, it's keeping me very busy.
Well, that's a good thing, though.
It is. You wish you could have more free time, though, sometimes,
Well, believe me, I do know that. I was talking the other day when I was down in Virginia or Norfolk. I was talking to the government guy down there, and he was asking me if I was going to stay with, if I was going to keep working when I got to retirement age. I looked him at the eye and I said, I am retirement age. But I'm gonna call it up. I'm gonna call it quits when I turn 70.
Are you?
Yep. Hey, Dennis, you have a good day, brother. Thanks for being in the chats, man. Sorry you couldn't join us this morning.
Well, I don't think I'm going to be old enough to call it quits, man. I think my body will give out before that.
You got to think positive.
I've been thinking that way for 3 years now, man. I'm tired.
Well, I can certainly understand. Yeah.
YouTube's crapped all over my dreams. It's just been one thing after another. What does this guy say? Dalton Van sent you a message. Something about somebody wants to buy a scooter, man.
Oh.
What's
Cool.
that bird doing? There's a lot of little birds outside right now. Normally before the storm comes in, they come out. There's some birds I've never seen before out there. Oh, they're fighting. That's fun. Ooh. Wow, they're really on the move. Crazy. Sorry.
No problem.
ADHD kicked in there. Dude, I'm the guy that will say the most random things. I don't it happens, man. I'll be talking and I'll see something like, ooh, Oreos. Like, just stop the whole conversation. And sometimes the fat guy kicks in,
Yeah, I have moments like that too.
Wow.
My funniest moments, though, are when I'm trying to say something and I can't get the right words in. It sounds like I'm stuttering half the time.
I do that. I think I'm becoming dyslexic too, man. I say very challenging words backwards unintentionally. if that's a word. I do, man. I've said a whole string of words backwards on accident once, and I went, how did I do that? That's not possible. Your brain shouldn't be able to do that. You know, like it would be hard to do if you actually tried. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The fact that my brain did 6 words in a row that were all very complicated to try to say backwards was just mind-blowing to me. That's when I realized I might have some form of like dyslexia, you know. And I find myself stuttering a little bit lately. I don't know what that's about either. Yeah, maybe I'm too stressed out. Who knows?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It's strange the things that can happen. Hey, if anybody wants to join the stream, I'm gonna post the link. Feel free to jump in. It'll be there for about 30 seconds or thereabouts, give or take. So
Give or take.
Give or take.
Your choices are cake or death. Well, I'll have cake then.
It's like Mel says, squirrel moment.
Yeah, true. I have a lot of those. I think it's healthy. Can't be a bad thing to have squirrel moments. Just means you're being attentive. In some aspect. Maybe not to the person talking. Oh, that's rough to think about. Ding. Jason McCulley commented on Ron Lockwood's photo. I got to figure out how to turn off all these damn notifications. I get a notification every like 2 minutes. It's annoying. I got a new phone and I don't know how to turn off the notifications for everything. I feel like I have to individually go to each app and tell it to not notify me.
Yeah, I don't get too many notices, and most of them I ignore.
So that's what's happening to my messages to Rodney. I get it now.
Yeah. You're the number one ignoree.
Ignoree. Well, thank you. I work hard at it, you know.
Well, you're doing a good job. I think I'll keep you around for a while.
Hey. I'm loved and hated by all. It's amazing. I wouldn't have it any other way. I feel like without the controversy, I wouldn't be who I am.
Well, yeah, you're the king of controversy. There's no doubt about that.
I feel like, you know, everybody perceives it as such a bad thing. I really don't. I think if you stop and think about it, man, and this is real, controversy creates curiosity, which creates a talking point. And I think if more people realize that, they wouldn't see it as such a bad thing. You know, I really do think that controversy creates curiosity. I think that's just how it's always been. You know, anytime somebody says something controversial, then people get involved, like, rah, 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 and then you got the guys who are like, yeah, I agree with that. You know, I think it does create a very good talking point. It's just a lot of people perceive the way that I do things as a negative, and I don't understand that. I never have. I couldn't figure that out. That's one thing that's always eluded me in some way. People would rather be lied to than told the truth. It's the same principle, you know?
Yeah. Jones 863. I can never remember his name.
Justin.
I should be able to remember that. That is how you know you're getting old, when you say you don't know how to operate your phone.
Hey, it's brand new, and it's like 3 steps up from what I've been using for the past 3 years. All right, so get off me, sir. I will say my phone has this new telescopic lens. It's got like 5 cameras. I don't know what they're all for. They all look cool. They look nifty, but I don't know what they do.
Is it an iPhone?
No, it's the S10 Plus.
Oh, okay.
And they ran a deal on them here recently. It was brand new for $200. I was like, well, that's pretty hard to beat. Even though it's 2 years old, the phone specs are still like ridiculous as a flagship device. So I kind of jumped on. I was like, $200? Hell yeah, I'll buy it. But now I bought a phone that's like blazingly fast that just doesn't. I don't know. It's got so many features I don't understand half of them. You know, I gotta really go through this phone. I'm coming off this Sony. I've been used to Sony Xperias for the past like 5 years of my life. So going to a Samsung now is like radically
I
different.
didn't even know Sony made a phone.
So Sony doesn't cater to the US anymore. They make really good phones that are on par with flagship Samsung devices, but unfortunately you have to order the phone from Japan. You cannot purchase a Sony phone anymore in the US. So I always ordered unlocked versions of the phones that I wanted from Sony. It's way cheaper to buy them from Japan. Like that phone, if you were in Japan, would be like $430, $500 in Japanese money. American currency. That would be the transition rate. For us, the phone for some reason goes down to like $120 if you buy it from the US from Japan.
Wow.
Right?
Huh.
So I just kept ordering my phones from there. I mean, they were 4K capable. They had, decent graphics processing units in them. They were great for editing. It just made sense. But then I was like, I need better cameras. And now it's not so much about the processor. It's about having a phone that's capable of doing all of it. So that's what made me make the transition to the S10 Plus.
Yeah. Well, as long as it works, right?
Well, that's it.
Hey, I want to say good morning to Steve Carpenter. Steve Carpenter's in the house.
Hey, Mr. Carpenter. We had a long talk the other day. He's doing good.
Yeah. I haven't talked to him in a couple of days, but probably, I guess it's been about 3 weeks since I talked to him last. And speaking of the devil, what's up?
There's my horns. Good morning, Rodney. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning, Steve.
Long time no see. Or talk to, I should say, Dan.
What, like 2 days? Day?
No.
Day? 2 days.
Yeah,
Was it
2
a
days
day?
ago.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
It was a good long
Always-
phone call. Like 47 minutes and 30 seconds or something like that. Phone call. It was good.
Hey, Dan.
Yo.
Mel wants to know what that Jasmine person's name is, asking for a friend.
Who's Jasmine?
Isn't that the woman with the 3?
Oh, Jasmine Tridevil.
You
Literally,
get that, Mel?
like if you look her up on YouTube, it's Tridevil. Tridevil, all one word is the last name. So Jasmine Tridevil. I have pictures with her from hanging out at the bar. She's a strange chick, man. Very weird chick. You'll see that her videos are like leathers and SBD, whatever. What do they call that with leathers and whips and chains, where they put dog collars on dudes and walk them around? What do they call that?
Oh,
SBM, something like that. Weird.
I've heard the word before, but I don't know. Now.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
She does that. She'll tie up dudes like dogs in Tampa and put whips and chains on them and walk them around intersections around Tampa. That's what got her famous. Like, she's a weird chick, man. She's a strange chick. She's been on the news a bunch of times now, like just ridiculous. And what do you think guys find attractive about having a third appendage? And she goes into this rant. I'm like, what the hell? What are you talking about? She's a weird chick, man. Just gotta watch her videos.
Mel says she's a dom.
A dom, yeah, that's what it is. Dominatrix. Yeah. She's into all that dominatrix, whips and chains things stuff. all I can think about when I see her is Total Recall.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the dude that'll walk in and be like, "Hey, it's the chick with 3 tits." All right. I don't remember her name when I'm around her. She's just the chick with 3 tits. There's a name for that. It's not gynecomastia because that's dudes, but there's a name for having a third burger, whatever that thing is. I mean, I feel like if you're a baby now, you have options. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nice having more than just 2 options. Now you have a third option.
Oh, yeah. I get what you mean. Yeah. It took me a minute.
You with me now?
I just looked at her YouTube page.
Yeah. Yep, she is she lives right here in Tampa, man. She's all over the place. You see her just weird. She'll be posted up on the side of a corner with 3 dudes tied on leashes, and she'll just be walking around on her knees. Like, what the heck? What a strange individual.
Yeah,
Well, is it the strange individual of her or the 3 strange individuals on the other side?
This is true. I guess
I would have to say it's all around, but
yeah, I guess they're all kind of strange around. Yeah. The dudes are smart though; they're covering up their face and stuff, so you can't tell who they are.
Yeah,
probably got balls in their mouth, so they can't speak either.
They do.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
gagged and leashed and.
Yep. Ouch. Come on, be honest, Rodney. You weren't married. You were young. Would you have been with a dominatrix once in your life?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Told what to do instead of just handling business?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Steve?
Oh, Clarence taking the 5th.
Well, usually when people take the 5th, that means they're guilty.
Truth behind it. Steve, all I can think in my head now is she's whipping you and you're, what's my name? Oh, get that thought out of my head, please. I like it, Steve. Not that much, buddy. Oh, that's a thought I could have done without, my friend.
Who's your mama?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my gosh.
Weird, man. You know what I might do? I might see if I can get her to come on a drone show with us. How fun would that be? Maybe I'll do a weekly stream with Jasmine Tri-Devil. That would bring in the dudes. Like, dude, did you hear about that show?
Yeah, probably would, yeah.
You want to see your subscriber rate go through the roof?
I might just talk to her and see if she wants to do something like that. That'll be fun.
What happened to your audio?
Yeah, your audio just changed.
Mine did?
Yeah.
Well, it's back now. It went up about 3 octaves.
I have no idea, man. This phone does weird things.
It's his inner personality coming out.
Yeah.
It's the NSA kicking in. They want to record every bit of this so they know what corner he's going to be on.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's a thing.
They're going, wait for the date. Wait for the date and time.
Date and time. World Dominance by Dan. I'm going to write that book. Right after I'm finishing my YouTube dominance book.
Well, you know what? That's going to take you a few more decades.
In truth. I'm going to write a book, How to Tank a YouTube Channel in 1 year. Yes. Oh, victory. Oh, become yourself. It's that easy.
That's it.
Just say whatever you want to. Works great.
So, Rodney, what you doing home?
I worked too many hours last week.
Really?
So I had to take off today. Actually, I deferred a holiday.
Oh, okay.
Because I worked on Juneteenth, and I deferred it to Thursday of last week, and then I went on travel on Monday, and I worked so many hours that I was over hours, so I had to defer the holiday again to today.
Well, that's a smart move. Now you get a long holiday.
Yeah, a 4-day.
That's what
Somebody thought that through.
And Linda's sitting there going, she got home last night. She was late and getting home. And of course, who's keeping her there? Are the guys wanting her to get the work done, these contracts done, because they're off today.
So
We're listening. Squirrel moment.
yeah. I'll get there in a minute. Hell.
Yeah, we've been actually cooking well, not cooking compared to like they are up in Seattle. That's unbelievable up Seattle and
Oh
Oregon.
my goodness.
In fact, did you see the Weather Channel came out with a news broadcast? I guess they had just over by Juneau, almost a 3.0 earthquake that was caused by the glacier crack-off that came down and just really shook the place up and caused it came down. It was so large and went so deep into the lake, it actually hit bottom, and that's what struck it. And then that caused the readings for the earthquake to hit up there.
Wow. So Justin is saying, he goes, I see Dan went to the dark side and joined TikTok.
Yeah, I'm gonna troll all the TikTokers.
Ah.
I figured I'd give people on YouTube a break.
Fickle rhymes with pickle too. That's from Night Train.
Yeah.
Hello, Mike.
How's it going, Mike?
It's a fickle thing, my friend. No, he's right. I went out there. I think I said a joke. I think my first video was somebody had said I was fat on TikTok. And so, of course, I'm Dan. I got to have some fun with that. So I went back and I think I told the joke. I was like, yeah, I might be fat, but I identify as slender, as skinny. So that must make me a trans slender.
Trans slender. That is funny right there.
Well, thank you.
Hey, Blind Neil. Hello. Good morning. Troll me all you want on TikTok is what Blind Neil says.
That's because TikTok actually likes trolls, unlike YouTube. People don't understand trolls can make you grow. Everybody thinks they're such a bad thing. They're really not. Used correctly, they can really help you.
Oh, you got your cycle endorsement, Mike? Cool.
This does not taste as good this morning as it did yesterday.
Motorcycle endorsement? Is that what Mike's talking about?
My buddy's riding now. Mike is on two wheels ripping it up, tater chip.
All right.
We're part of the crew.
Traveling this weekend.
Everybody kept dogging me about the scooter, so I realized I had to join the crew.
Are you going to patent that sound like Harley?
No, it's South Park. South Park already did that. Remember, they did the episode called Fag, F-A-G. Remember?
Yep.
Yeah. However, I might pick up some of that, like when the dude's in the bathroom and everybody's around him peeing, and he just starts going. I might just start doing that random places.
Oh my gosh, Justin!
I'm transvaccinated. I identify as vaccinated.
See, it works for a lot of stuff.
Oh man! And what can people say? You know, I mean, if males can identify as women and stuff, then why can't Justin identify as trans vaccinated?
Right. No,
I
it's makes
identify
Are
as
you
the
are you Dan
richest-
as trans slender? I'm trans slender too, by the
there
way.
you go.
See, I identified as the richest SOB on the face of this earth. I'm going to blow out Bill Gates, so I'm identifying it now, so that way I can say I have more money than him.
Well, there you go.
Makes sense. I'm with it.
And identify as rich.
Well, there's things about it that bug me. Like, it's fine. It's fine if you want to be transgender. If you want to get a sex change, all that stuff is great.
Yeah.
But don't think it's okay with my brain to identify you as a female when it comes to female Olympics or female sports. If you're a male, you transition to a female, you've only exchanged certain parts. The rest of your anatomy is still male. And the problem with that is you have a different structure. You were built differently. So do I think you should be able to challenge women in their own sport? No, I don't think that's okay. I think that's not okay. Very not okay. There's certain things that just don't make sense to me. And that's one of them. You remember that whole powwow with the Olympics and the transgender that joined the track team and started like just murking the women? Like, it wasn't even a close race. Like, it just, none of it made sense, and they had to accept them until they were like, listen, this is weird. You can't. You have a different body structure. You were built differently than females are, right?
Yeah.
It's called simple. It's genetics. Right. It's genetics and DNA. And follow the science. Follow the science. There are only two genders. So when you go through with that, how can you have a male competing against a female and expect it to be fair?
That's my point. Like, I think the heaviest deadlift from a female is like just over 400 pounds. The heaviest deadlift from a dude is over 1,000 and some odd pounds now. There's clearly a difference in muscle structure.
Mm-hmm. And the ones who I really feel sorry for, and it's happening here in California a lot, is the high school, teams, especially like the track teams and stuff like that. And even going into the colleges. And then you have the associations allowing it, which is total BS, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now, my sister, she did a weird thing. So you didn't have a women's hockey league. So when we were kids, we grew up playing hockey. My sister did too. She was fast on her skate. She was ridiculously fast. She was a good skater. But at the time, there were no girls' teams that she could play on. So she ended up joining the boys' team. Mm-hmm. Surprisingly enough, she was really good at playing with the boys. She didn't have an issue. She was able to handle her own and do things. And, she went all the way through high school. And then they split the leagues. And it kind of blew her mind because she didn't understand it. I think there's some sports that women can play with men and men can play with women. And then there's just stuff that isn't fair, So I don't know.
You're talking about a team sport and one person coming in or whatever,
right?
Just like anything else, football, baseball, or whatever. But when it's one-on-one, that's another story.
Correct. I completely agree with that. So it's like soccer. You can have women and men on your soccer team. Whatever. Mm-hmm. It's just there's certain things that don't make sense, especially when it's that one-on-one, like you're saying. Or who's that other transgender? The one that joined the female MMA. Remember that?
Oh, I'm trying to think of who it is.
That really bulky dude went and joined the MMA after having a sex change, identifying as a female, and then just entirely decimated the entire MMA females league.
Mm-hmm.
Like, good morning, Allison. How are you doing? My granddaughter's in the house.
Steve?
Good morning, Allison. Her fan base is finally coming in.
Just remember, if there's one thing to take away from this, Rodney and Steve, it's that they're brave.
Is that their what?
Brave.
Hello, do I have a hello? The question is will be anything left to take away?
Oh gosh. Caitlyn Jenner got the bravery award. That's
Oh, you're saying brave.
brave.
Well, yeah. It does take some bravery to come out like that.
Coming out's fine. Joining sports leagues that are yeah, no. Sorry.
Well, you know,
You're handicapped naturally by the situation, which means you have to have some expectations that there's things you won't be able to do as well. You've made a choice, and that choice has its own repercussions in it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think they get that. They think because now they identify as a woman that it's okay to do everything women do. And unfortunately, they're just not built the same way. They have to scientifically understand that, you know? Hey, Steve, how funny would it be to see a 160-pound female have a male appendage put on and started claiming being a male and then goes and joins a football team? Male football team.
Wouldn't get too far.
I just want to see the dude that hits him. I just want a radical size difference. Just some big, massive linebacker that runs a 4.5 and, you know, the 100-yard dash and just absolutely cremates the person. You know, like, you still want in?
Well, that's what it all comes down to is the way I think about it. It's common sense.
It is.
And unfortunately, our world, common sense has been extracted out of it. It's gone. It's been lost.
Absolutely.
And
I agree, Steve.
We've got so many people trying to push an agenda, not common sense, not thinking things through. And when you're pushing it in, something through as an agenda, and then what you'd have to follow is what is that agenda being sponsored by? Who's behind it, why behind it, and everything else. And that's a terrible thing to think of and be so pessimistic in that respect. But the problem is it's come down to it. You know, when you have, you know, no matter which side it is, you could go on to groups that are out there now. It's funny, you start a group, but then you end up with a $4.3 million portfolio and you leave the group. I don't want to say the name because I don't want to put it out there, but you leave the group that you help organize when you walk away with a $4.3 million 4-home portfolio. Gee whiz. Let's think about that.
That sounds a lot like Bernie Madoff, except he made way more money.
Oh, yeah.
That guy.
He made a lot of money.
A lot of money.
It's unfortunately, just like I say, common sense has gone out the door, and it's gotten me by in life. And it's gotten hundreds of millions, if not billions of people by in life. And it's the few. Let's see, how can I put this properly? It's the few that's trying to control the majority.
Steve, I knew common sense was gone when I watched the YouTube video of the dude that had his girlfriend shoot a .50 caliber Desert Eagle at him, thinking a Webster dictionary would stop the bullet.
What?
There was a video, 2018, of a guy who wanted to do a YouTube bit and convinced his pregnant girlfriend that this video would go viral. so they could make money because he was jobless at the time. And so he convinced his girlfriend to aim almost at point blank range a 50 caliber Desert Eagle at his chest because dude didn't do any research and doesn't understand how fast a Desert Eagle bullet is traveling or how much power it has. Thought a Webster dictionary this thick would stop that bullet from hitting him in the chest.
Not.
He's not here anymore.
Yeah, no kidding.
His girlfriend's pretty devastated now, and not only that, luckily she didn't do jail time, and she's not allowed to touch a gun anymore. Now she doesn't have a husband for her baby. She's the one that did it, and that common sense. I don't understand people. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Man. How stupid do you have to be? That's the type of individual that eats a Tide Pod.
Yeah, that's crazy right there.
I don't know what you saw in him. Other than a hole.
And a lot of blood.
I have to make fun of it now because who's that dumb? I'm sorry, man. I don't know who that kid's parents are, but boy, oh boy. There was not much learning structure in that household.
No, unfortunately, it's not.
Yeah, that was a huge story, by the way. The video's been removed from YouTube, but you can still watch it on Live Leak if anybody wants to see that go down.
Who's got it up there?
Live Leak. It's still posted on Live Leak. If you search Live Leak for 50 caliber versus Webster dictionary, kid dies, you can still see it. Obviously, YouTube removed it, but Live Leak plays everything. They don't care.
Oh, Allison, that's priceless.
What'd I miss? That's real.
My granddaughter says my generation is a bunch of dum-dums. Tide Pod eating dum-dums.
That's real. No, that's totally true. Yeah. Oh gosh.
Mike says natural selection.
Yeah, well, hey man, you got to weed out the stupid people, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they do it themselves. We don't have to weed them out. just monitor the situation. You know, is this a good idea?
Goodness.
I'll be a yes man. Go for it, bro. Don't bother doing research for what? Bro, you're superhuman. You can dodge the bullet anyways. Just get out of the way.
God, this is like someone saying catching a bullet with your teeth.
Right.
Yeah.
Who's that dumb?
Did you ever thought about holding it off to the side and just say, okay, go ahead. Let's see if it stops it.
Yeah, no test first. Let's just do it. Holy crap, it ripped the hole through it. And the car behind it. And the engine block behind that.
Oh, and that was after going through our house.
Right. I think we need more dictionaries. Like, you realize what these were designed for, right?
Mike, that's good. Do it for the science.
Science, bitch. There's a bill. Bill Nye.
All right, boys. Well, it's been an hour and a half, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this. But I only intended to come on an hour and a half anyway. So
all right.
But it's been fun. I mean, the last 20 minutes has been some pretty interesting conversation.
Yeah.
So
enlightenment.
and I think I will go look that video up.
It's crazy, bro. Just don't do it if you got a weak stomach, man. There's another good one if you want to watch it too. It's the two the uncle and the nephew of the drug cartel, Mexican drug cartel, that snitched out the drug cartel. They cut off one dude's head with a chainsaw, and then they lopped the other dude's head off with a dull knife. It's the most graphic,
I remember that.
gruesome thing I've ever seen, dude. It is just like hard to watch and listen to. But yeah, I stay up late at night. I find everything.
Yeah, that was insane. I mean, that is totally gruesome.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of stuff, being a medic in the Air Force and injuries and accidents that would happen on bases. But I'll tell you what, that is like you said, the most gruesome thing I've ever seen.
Yep.
The chainsaw, it was quick.
Right.
But that dull knife,
Yeah, that went on.
it's
for
like they were
5 minutes.
sawing for, what was it?
Yeah.
An hour?
Yeah, well, it started off because he jams it. Oh, well, we don't need to get that graphic on here, but yeah, no, it took a while. Let's just say it took a while for that dude to pass on, and it was very graphic and noisy, and you could hear all the attempted breathing that was going on. And couldn't breathe, and it was like, oh, geez, oh man.
You don't mess with the drug cartel.
No, that was a prime video example of why you don't mess with the drug cartel.
All right, Allison, you have a good day, sweetheart, and I love you too. And
It's all right.
We'll try FaceTime next Saturday then.
Forgot Allison was in here.
Take
I'm
care,
sorry.
Allison. Have a happy 4th of July.
Yes, have a happy 4th of July.
Don't search for any of the stuff we just talked about, Allison. Stay away from
Allison.
it.
Listen to Dan.
Listen, I have common sense.
Not for himself, but he's for other people.
I'm looking out for you.
So, all right, boys.
All
You all
right.
have a good day, man. Steve, you're just starting your day.
Yeah, that's it. I'm working from home today, trying to catch up. I was on the roof yesterday putting up a cellular antenna extender so we can have connections for our cameras, because we're going to finally get high-speed internet over to the building project I'm on. So we're going to be able to get Cox communication. Yeah, I know it's cable, but it's the cheapest and the fastest way. The AT&T here, DSL, they went from 5 down, 0.75 up. Try watching video with cameras that are sending a signal at 0.75 of 1 meg out.
Yeah.
And they went from $90 a month to $150 a month. So I said, okay, I got a quick solve to that. Cox came through finally, and they got a hold of me, and we're just going to intercept the AT&T cable. I mean, the conduit, whack off the cable, use that as a pull string coming in. They're going to bring fiber to the back of the building. We can have 50 and 10 with static IP for $100 a month.
Wow. Cool.
Steve, that's what Caitlyn Jenner did when she went into the doctor's office.
I hate to tell you this, but that's not true. And he still loves women.
Oh, I'm going to go do research.
Yep. Check it out.
All right, boys.
All right, Dan, take care, brother.
Have fun.
Happy Independence Day, Dan.
Yes.
Happy Independence Day.
And
Oh,
Rodney
that's right. I
and
gotta make
everybody in chat that's here in the U.S., I wish you all a very happy Independence holiday as we remember our founders who fought for our country.
Yes.
Truth.
All right, everybody in the chat, thank you all for being here. Do appreciate it. Dan, thank you. And Steve, thank you for popping in.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Justin said that looks like Live Leaks has shut down. So,
What shut down?
Live Leak.
Oh, okay.
So
I wonder if I was on Amazon.
I don't know. So, all right. Well, Steve, you take care, brother.
Thank you, sir. You take care.
All right.
Have a safe holiday.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Everybody in the chat, you all have a great weekend. Happy Independence Day. Don't forget to pray for our country. Don't forget to pray for our soldiers and airmen and seamen that are deployed around the world defending our freedoms. And there's a couple of people I want you to say a prayer for. One is Jim Crennan. Say a prayer for him. And then the other one is going to be unspoken, but just pray for my unspoken friend. And in fact, there's 2 of those. So pray for them. And we'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Don't forget, Saturday sunrise tomorrow, weather permitting, followed by Dennis with me, and then starting with me, and then Dennis Lovelady after that. And then Saturday morning coffee with Rodney and friend will return. And then on Sunday, it'll be Drone Bum, myself. Well, the elder may be a little different. Drone Bum is in South Carolina this weekend, so he may be going up after me or something. So we'll see about that. But anyway, y'all have a great weekend now. Love y'all. Bye.